Okay, let's review number 1 from CBA 4. Tomato plants usually have hairy stems. Hairless stems are present in tomato plants that are homozygous for this trait. If the stem characteristics are determined by a single gene, what is the expected outcome of crossing 2 tomato plants that are heterozygous for hairy stems? Okay, so it looks like from the question here, hairless stems are recessive. It tells us that here. And we're crossing 2 tomato plants that are heterozygous for hairy stems. So the first thing we would need to do is write our parental cross. So it tells us that both parents are heterozygous. So I'm going to use H's for hair. Both parents are heterozygous, so we'd have one big letter, one small letter. You would construct your Punnett square. Put one parent on the top, one parent on the side. Complete your cross. Okay, and let's go back to the question. It says, what is the expected outcome of crossing 2 tomato plants that are heterozygous for hairy stems? And the answer choices are giving us phenotypes. So let's look at the phenotypes that go with our genotypes in our offspring. So this offspring right here would be hairy because hairless is the recessive. So this one would be hairy. This one would be hairy, this one would be hairy, and this one would be hairless, which it tells us here is the recessive trait. So it looks like here we have 3 hairy plants and 1 hairless plant. So that would be 3/4 or 75% hairy stems, 25% hairless stems. So we would pick A.